Welcome, modern day mystics, fellow truth seekers, James and Justin, back again with another reaction video. And today we are going to be taking a look at a video titled Why I'm an Atheist, done by Bhagat Singh. And this is from the Epified YouTube channel. It's an animation video, but it's just a short video talking about atheism.
He's actually atheist?
I guess so, yeah. We're going to take a look at this and react to it.
Find out why.
I totally reject the existence of an omnipresent, all-powerful, all-knowing God. I'm not an atheist for the reason that I'm arrogant, or proud, or vain. Nor am I a demigod, nor a prophet. No, nor am I God myself. I am going to sacrifice my life for a cause. What more consolation can there be? A God-believing Hindu may expect to be reborn a king. A Muslim or a Christian might dream of luxuries he hopes to enjoy in paradise as a reward for his sufferings and sacrifices. What hope should I entertain? I know that would be the end when the rope is tightened around my neck and the rafters move from under my feet. Without any selfish motive of getting any reward here or in the hereafter, quite disinterestedly, have I devoted my life to the cause of freedom. Our forefathers evolved faith in some kind of supreme being. Therefore, one who ventures to challenge the validity of that faith or denies the existence of God shall be called a kafir or a renegade. Even if his arguments are so strong that it is impossible to refute them, if his spirit is so strong that he cannot be bowed down by the threats of misfortune that may befall him through the wrath of the Almighty, he shall be decried as vainglorious. I did not turn atheist because of vanity. My disbelief in God has turned all the circumstances too harsh, and this situation can deteriorate further. Being a little mystical can give the circumstances a poetic turn. But I need no opiate to meet my end. I am a realistic man. I want to overpower this tendency in me with the help of reason. I am not always successful in such attempts, but it is man's duty to try and make efforts. Success depends on chance and circumstances. It is necessary for every person who stands for progress to criticize every tenet of old beliefs. Item by item, he has to challenge the efficacy of old faith. He has to analyze and understand all the details. If, after rigorous reasoning, one is led to believe in any theory of philosophy, his faith is appreciated. His reasoning may be mistaken and even fallacious, but there is a chance that he will be corrected because reason is the guiding principle of his life. But belief, I should say blind belief, is disastrous. It deprives a man of his understanding power and makes him reactionary. Any person who claims to be a realist has to challenge the truth of old beliefs. If faith cannot withstand the onslaught of reason, it collapses. The British rule is not here because God willed it, but for the reason that we lack the will and courage to oppose it. Not that they are keeping us under subjugation with the consent of God, but it is with the force of guns and bullets, police and militia, and above all, because of our apathy. One of my friends asked me to pray. When informed of my atheism, he said, "When your last days come, you will begin to believe." I said, "No, dear sir, never shall it happen. I consider it to be an act of degradation and demoralization. For such petty selfish motives, I shall never pray."
Very nice art piece. Obviously, he's no longer around. Bhagat Singh there. That was done, I guess, a long time ago. I don't know if it was like words that he had written down that someone had recently spoke, because the audio sounded impeccable. And obviously it wasn't animated back in the 1930s. So good animation, fascinating, and opens up for some good conversation, I guess, about atheism. One thing that kind of stuck out for me was kind of like the images of the fist raised, and kind of like even within atheism, there can also be like an egoic thing of like, I'm doing something noble and righteous, even by not believing in anything, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you choose to believe in. You can still, the ego can still find a way to
there's always
prop itself up.
Like gravity towards some way it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was thinking, like, you know, I don't know if this reveals something negative about me. Like, I admire what he said. I was like, like, I admire and agree with a lot of what he's saying.
Yeah.
But the question is, if you don't believe in a God, you don't believe in, like you only believe in reason. Like, I think that there are limits to reason.
Yeah.
I think that there are limits to
that,
philosophy, and even the soundest one's like, yes, but even baked into reason is the capacity to like change your opinion when more information. Like, I understand the desperate like need to defense, but to whoever's desperately trying to defend this guy, I would say, behold, you're a little bit possessed. But that's only because it's the rightist. Hang on a sec here. There's no, we discussed within this video that there's no God under the thing that is that.
Yeah.
So if there's no God, you still have to believe there's a morality, like a metaphysical morality, like literally good and bad.
Yes.
Does that exist or not? Because if it doesn't exist and there is no God, if this guy was like, yeah, there's no God, but I kept that to myself and I became like, I saw that the British were invading and I became a general in that army.
Yeah.
Saying I believed in God. Because I don't care. Because there's no God. I had everything life could ever want me. I drank a fifth of whiskey every day. And then I, let my most carnal desires do what their thing. Because there was no God.
Yeah.
Like, but instead, by the sounds of it, this guy was like, because I'm so selfless, I'll go to death doing this. To nothing? Like, why were you possessed by that? Because of goodness. There's no good. So what difference does it make? You know? And to me, I'm just trying to reveal that, yeah, you've got a good argument to be made in atheism. I see that. But there are people that believe in stuff that you would be foolish to turn a blind ear to, that believe in things too.
Yeah.
That if you were like, no, I've already decided that's wrong. It's like, well, you're kind of showing your dogmatism there a little bit.
It's just, I always find I'm always trepidatious about closing doors and
well, you can't believe everything. You got to pick one thing at the end of the day. Says who?
Yeah.
Says some person that's probably making money off you. You know, what book is that person selling? Yeah. Always look for how they're living their life when somebody says, even me.
Yeah.
You know, Justin, why are you so open? Pick a damn side already. Well, I just so happen to be me and hopefully am appealing to other people like me. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're all doing our thing. Even your enemy is doing their thing based on what they think's right.
Yeah. No, it's because as soon as you lock the door, it's like as soon as you lock your door on something, you might be cutting yourself off to some avenue, something that might change your life forever. You know, like there are atheists that have become religious zealots and religious zealots that have become staunch atheists. Right. And, and they probably both, if you ask them near the ends, are like, I'm happy I made. You would find people that were like, best decision I ever made, and then other people might have been like, it ruined my life. So it's like, what do you do? Like, what do you do with all that, right?
The mystics, whenever you're scared, just remember the mystic swims with the psychotic drowns. Because I've found, I don't know about you, but in pursuing all the spiritual stuff and just growing in life, just the weird twist and turn life throws at you. Sometimes you're like, I don't know if there's any lifeboat to hang on to. Yeah. This is a acid trip. Life is an acid trip. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no.
And then you just got to remember, but I can at least, breathe and take a moment here.
With that said, do you ever just get a sense that it knows what it's doing?
Yeah, well, yeah, because it usually levels out and seems to have known what it's doing for the last however long it's been going on.
Is it sweating it, or is it us sweating it?
It's older than you.
Yeah.
Knows what it's doing.
But anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comments about this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone, until next time, stay spiritual.